Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Hey, Papa. It's Titar Tuesday.
It's been a while, I've been out on my own. I get a little anxious when you call me on the phone. Somebody said that it fades away, but in the interim it was hard to see that way. It's been a while, I've been out on my own. I'm in denial about living life alone. I said I don't like change, but I'm not afraid. I can't keep it together. Every page is in disarray. I think we'll be okay. I said I don't like change, but I'm not afraid. I can't keep it together. Every page is in disarray. I think we'll be okay.
What a goofball comeback. Spore, he's shy. The truth is, I was eating some muffin. I didn't want to be just like a freaking camel as soon as we start Spore. Spore. You know, I thought about, as a joke, Jam, thank you so much. I thought about, as a joke, wouldn't it be so funny? Well, I think you guys would think it's funny, not me. At the start of this video that just went out yesterday, or today, this morning. Spore! Just to freaking add to it. I would watch you eat a muffin. I know you don't mean that in a bad way. It just sounds really bad. Hello, I got schoolwork already, first week of classes, so I'll be lurking, but I'll be here. I'm happy that you're here. I'm just happy that you're here. Derpy would approve. Music is quite loud. Okay. That's what I wanted to ask about. So thank you. So this is what's interesting. This menu is glitched out because we're playing the Spore Prototype. I'm just going to turn down the volume down to here. If you guys need me to change the volume again, just let me know, because Spore is historically very, very loud as a game. It's very loud. So what we're watching here today, and Jam, I'm going to play the clip in just a second, so thank you. I really appreciate it. Spore. The demo video was so cool. So many cool features left out. I know. I'm like, why did you take out those features? So this is the Spore Prototype. Now, some of you might be wondering what this is, or if you're into Spore, you might be like, well, what is the prototype? What exactly is it? Well, music rip? Is the music gone? Well, maybe it's the... Yeah, I still got sound effects in the game. Maybe it's just... I don't know. Maybe the settings are weird. This is a prototype build, so there could be bugs and glitches. Like, that might be the reason why the music's gone. Dude, Spore, you're my brother. Hey, there we go. Music gone. So, if there's music issues, it's with the game. Okay? Thank you for letting me know. So, I was doing research for a video, for videos for this year. I was like, how are we going to start off Season 5? Technically, Season 5 of Titar started off with the Sims Pet Stories, which was done in December. But I was like, what would be a good upload? And I just happened to look up Spore, and I was like, oh, a Spore Prototype build, kind of like the Sims 1 beta, right? I was like, this is gonna be cool. And I was like, released on January 1st, 2026. 2026. That's this year. I was like, it released like yesterday. And so I immediately got to filming, and that's what this is. So this is a leaked developer build, meaning this is not a demo. This is not something that's been played before. In fact, I'm one of the first YouTubers to cover it. There's a few others out there that have covered it, but what you're seeing is some of the first footage of this game ever going public. There's other footage out there, of course. But as of January 1st, this has never been seen by the public. So you're seeing something, a build of Spore that has features that aren't in the final release, has bugs and glitches that aren't in the final release. And we get to get an inside look at this version of the game, and it's got dev tools as well. So I'm just reading the chat real quick. How do you get the prototype? Sorry if I'm late to the show. Hey, it's all good. So because of copyright, I can't link to it. But what I will say is if there's two versions out there, it's the same build, but two versions. There's one version out there that is the proper leak, but then whenever you try to boot it up, it says insert CD. And even though I was inserting the virtual CD, it wasn't working. Excuse me. And then there's a repack version. So all you have to do is go into Google. It was leaked by a place called Hidden Palace, I believe. Hidden Palace? I think that was the name of it. And you can find version number 1 there, but you can't really boot that one up. But if you do a little bit more digging and look up the Spore modding Discord, I think it is, they have a repack file. Obviously download at your own risk, but I scanned for malware and everything, and there wasn't any. So we're playing a build of Spore that, if you haven't seen the upload, this has never been seen by the public. So we're going to be seeing some things and kind of exploring today. A little less chaos. Normally our streams are kind of chaos and like redeem this, redeem that. I'll be turning off redeems during the stage play, so we can kind of just look at the different features. But yeah, creators, what is that? Select a creator. Oh, that's interesting. Vehicle creator, land, accessorized creature. Oh, this is some new stuff. I don't think that this is a thing where you click on the center and you can do this. This is interesting. I'm not hearing the sounds for the menu anymore. I probably adjusted the volume like that. There must be glitches. So what's really interesting is you'll see stuff like this too, because it's not a finished build. You can't click on anything because they have this like menu on top of a menu thing. So you have to click on audio settings and go back to graphics to modify that, which I found interesting. All right, let's do... Okay, I think it's working. Grandma is growing even older this Friday. Yeah, if I recall, that is true. That is true, that grandma's getting a little bit older. It is crazy how many developer files lay on some random hard drive in a shelf for decades. Always a miracle when it survives because storing data by creatives is always super insecure. I agree. I completely agree. I think stuff like this, in my opinion, as long as the creators themselves aren't against it, which I'm not sure about this. Maybe the creators did release it secretly years, decades later. As long as they're okay with it, I think every version of betas and alphas should be released to the public for archive reasons. Just, you get to see the development. There's history there. So this is the history of Spore that we're going to be looking at. Like what's really interesting is, this is off topic, but like Lord of the Rings as an example, apparently there exists 9-hour cuts of those movies and they're just sitting on some hard drive. And I'm like, do you know how much money you could make? Even if they were terrible, people want to see the behind the scenes stuff. They want to see what could have been, not because it would have been better, but it's fascinating for the fans out there. And that's what this is. And that's why this is such a big deal, which is why we're doing an entire stream dedicated to it and an upload. So after this, watch the upload because it might cover stuff we don't see here. We might see stuff today that we didn't see in the upload. So it'll be fun. I've heard of that game, MH. Yes, I do remember. I do remember the old grandma getting a little bit older. I definitely do. We're thinking bringing up the mic volume would help the audio issues because you sound very far away. Maybe, hang on. One thing I've noticed, there was an update and it's been affecting my microphone sound settings. Give me 1 second here. No, it's correct. Like the update, I turned up my microphone a little bit. Hopefully it sounds better. The thing with my, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. My update, what it did was it made my noise cancellation a little bit more sensitive in a bad way. And you'll hear in some of my raw footage of my uploads, like the stuff I typically edit out, my voice cuts out a lot more frequently, so I might have to turn off the noise cancellation at some point. Space Muffin Grandma. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I will be turning off redeems in just a little bit. This planet was on the upload itself, right here. But that's not the one we're going to be playing. We're going to start fresh. We're going to go through all the stages. And I'm going to play the clip first. So if you donate, we play clips. So if you're new here, don't be like, what? Why is he cutting cheese? Well, he's going to cut cheese because someone donated $5. Thank you, Jam. I'm cutting cheese, everybody. I'm cutting cheese. There we go. Jam, I appreciate you. Really do. So for fans of Spore, I don't know if this is normal to be able to scroll out this far on the main menu. Is that normal? I don't think so. Maybe it is. It seems really far out, though. Ah, Spore, yeah. Ah, Spore. Dude, what a dumb line by me. One of my biggest regrets on the channel. Ah, Spore. Okay. I want to try this. I'm not going to go crazy with the building just because I just want to see if it functions a little bit differently. Vehicle creator. Were there boats in the official release? Because that's one thing I don't remember is being sea vehicles. Nobody cared about Spore until you cared. I will say that that is unfortunately true. I do a Taitar season and I speak the truth. I'm like, man, I hate Spore. And now it's a meme because I said I hate it. So the meme lives on. Should have never said a word. Spore. So dumb. So accessorized creature. Okay, so this just allows you to like do tribal or city stuff. This isn't too crazy. This is kind of what we covered already in the upload. I'm not sure if some of these parts are new, quote unquote. I don't recognize some of them. I don't recognize that. MH, yeah, I agree. There were boats in the civilization stage. Okay. I don't remember the boats. I didn't want to get like, oh my gosh, there's boats. It's like, dude, there already was. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start a new game, and then I'll turn off the redeems. I'm not hearing the game at all. Are you guys hearing the game anymore? No, I'm hearing it. It's just super low. Maybe I need to turn up my own personal volume. Okay. I'm noticing the longer that I'm in this menu, the weirder the interactable stuff gets. So one thing I found really interesting in the upload is you have Override Planet, which is a developer menu. You can do rivers, scallops, bumpy, layers, mushroom, tentacle, thorny, demo planet, mountains, volcanoes. I did volcanoes for the upload. Cube, dome, scraped, stack, crystal, and mesas. Tytar as a VTuber is a terrifying idea. I would agree. Moral of the story, don't be your own biggest critic. Love yourself, I guess. Hey, that's pretty good. What? I don't know what a tentacle planet would be. It sounds fascinating. Thorny. Let's just try tentacle planet. Then we'll just randomize. We'll do easy. I never understood this Sporecast theme. Like, what is a Sporecast theme? There's no options anyway. Oh my god. Jaquees. This game is so confusing. It's not too bad. You can randomize. Oh, I don't want to do that one. It's from the upload. I'm going to do create new. Okay. Look at the eyes. See how there's like weird glitches like that? Like how there's just certain things that work and don't work or have little bugs. It's kind of interesting. I kind of like it. Just being cross-eyed like that. I don't want to explain. Oh my gosh, you guys with the tentacles talk. Okay. I don't know what we're going to do here for looks. There's not a whole lot we can do. This part was interesting. From the upload, this doesn't work the same way from what I remember. This like attacks the other cells and like sucks their life force out of them. I kind of want to do that. Look at that thing. Something like that. Cross-eyed spore. Ah, cross-eyed spore. I got double cannons there. And see, that's not supposed to happen. You're supposed to, like, yeah, be able to rotate them, but have them pointed forward like that.
That's what she said.
Yeah. I feel like that's going to change a lot. And I also noticed the colors were different too. Like, especially the eyes. See the eyes? I found that to be really fascinating. I did really like the colors of this build more. Okay. Description: Spore shipping content. That's interesting. Live stream. Just call it live stream. I do need to turn off the redeems because at some point Tiny Violin will be played. By Tiny Pillow, probably. Okay. Redeems are officially turned off. Okay. And let's get started with the prototype. That's right, Spinator. Keep violin gone forever. Oh my gosh. Redeem nothing. Is this in the final build, people? Like, tentacle planets? Because I don't think it is. And also, this intro clip is different. Yeah, I think this planet type didn't exist. Yeah, see, you can see there's like little glitches and bugs here and there. He's a cross-eyed. They should have kept that, though. Come on. So that allows me to, should I say it? Allows me to suck it off. I just... Okay. We're taking this playthrough seriously. Look, he's stuck. He's stuck. Can't shake him. There's definitely some glitches and bugs going on right now. I'm gonna get eaten by this other thing. There it goes. I see why they changed this part, though. It's got some glitches to it, and also, not to mention, it's a little powerful against the other species. Dude, I need him to get off of me, dude. Why don't you have your bugs fixed in your game? Well, it's a prototype, that's why. Yeah, but you get stuck by this thing and it's done. Like, it's over. Alright, let's keep going. That came out so bad, I know. Whoa, I'm flying all over the place. Dude! Oh my gosh! Why did I make it a... I don't know. There is a lot of glitches I'm encountering, though. I was flying around super fast, way faster than I'm supposed to, and I got all these things stuck on my nose. That's a really powerful part, though. Look at that. I'm just getting everything stuck on me. He's too big to suck. I gotta stop. I'll stop. I promise. That's the last joke about that. Let's see how many things we can collect. There it goes. Look at me. I'm flying all over the place. This is so glitchy. Redeem Michael. It's not working because I disabled all the redeems. But I see the Redeem Michael in the chat. That's creating a really interesting speed glitch. You see that? I'm flying, dude. Holy crap. No wonder they took that out. Dude, I'm like a torpedo. Alright. Let's try to see if we can get some more DNA points. Also, one other thing that was interesting in this on the upload. Turn around. Get him. I'm just gonna say get him, not it's just hard to remember because I'm technically doing the thing. But on the upload too, I noticed that there's no mating call, which I thought was really interesting. Okay, we're gonna keep on going. And I want to remember too, is there... The stuff is not dropping like it's supposed to. Maybe it's because the bodies aren't correctly getting killed. Like, I'm growing and stuff, but you're supposed to be able to kill a creature and then unlock new parts, which is not happening right now. I am going really fast. This is not normal. Man, you suck at this. Yeah, portable straw going 7,000 miles per hour, pretty much. So we've encountered a glitch again. And what I'm going to do here, I'm going to see if I can open up the README file that has all the developer codes in it. Because this also came with developer codes. Let's see. Where's the README? Man, February of 2008. So crazy. So if I do... Geez, stop flying everywhere, dude. Holy crap, he's just flying all over the place. This is super glitched out. Dude, oh my gosh. Hey, I finally got a part. I finally got a part. Dude, my goodness. That's why they took that feature out. That's why. Let's get ourselves some more speed. Not that we need it. I'm going to get rid of that part. That part's driving me crazy. Go like that. Oh, look, we're adorable. So adorable. Is it normal for them to go at that speed? Definitely not. Absolutely not. Live stream. That's very much not normal. More suck? Alright, I'll get back to sucking. I said I would stop! It's time. I will say, I also noticed that this build feels a lot faster. Like, a lot faster. Let's keep on eating and growing. Not sure what happened there. Bro's winning the staring contest against himself. Staring at himself. Come on, come on. Don't die now. But I see what they were trying to do because that species has the jet on its back. So it goes flying super fast and then it's got the nose sucker so it like stabs other creatures. I think that was what their original intention was. Then they realized they're just... See that? Then they realized there's just way too many glitches with that thing. Alright, let's get one more. We're getting pretty big here. Yeah, see, there's no mating call. You just immediately go into the evolve section. I don't know if you guys saw that debug menu pop up too. Let me see. What are some things we could do? Control Alt B. Let's try that. Control Alt B. That's not working. Control Alt G was that grenade thing. We saw that in the upload. Refills DNA. Okay, that works. So I can refill my DNA and we can kind of go crazy here. Is there a limit to how many parts we can add in this build? That's something I didn't check. Because I know you have to enter a cheat for that when you're playing the official game. Let's see if that's a problem here. Whoops. I'm adding a lot of parts. Is this normal? I don't think this is normal. This can't be normal. Too many parts? Okay, so there is a limit. It's just, that's a lot. That's a lot of parts. Let's see how fast we go. That's true, Lee. Let's see how fast we go. We're still not going as fast as we did with our sucker, just ready to suck everything off. Dude, I gotta stop. I gotta stop. I'm so sorry. That's why I like to do videos rather than live streams, as much as fun as I have. Because I say dumb crap that I can just edit out. Like, it's too many times. You're not funny anymore, bro. Shut it. Be quiet. But on a live stream, you're screwed. You just say it and it's over. Nice. Keep growing. Getting zapped. We should be out of cell stage here pretty soon. And the idea that I had was we take an intermission between each stage. 5 DNA out of that. And that's when we can do some redeems, ask questions, or just talk about what we saw. We did find something new compared to the upload. That's a big dude. It might be, Jaquise, it might be. My two favorite stages, by the way, have got to be Cell and Creature stage. Space stage grew on me a lot, but in this build, you'll see it's not very finished. Not very finished at all. Oh, no new parts. I thought I had more. You guys need to time me out. I'm streaming, you guys time me out. The screen just goes black. Oh, no. Don't. No. No. Okay, let's find some more parts we can eat. We're gonna keep going. Come on, come on. Should be almost there. And also, if a certain stage starts taking too long, I think we can use a developer cheat to go to the next one. I accidentally pressed it on the creature stage, I think. Because none of the menu was working. Ouch, dude. Come on, come on. Just want to get out of this place. Dude, he keeps biting me. Dude, quit chomping my booty, dude. Leave me alone. We're ready. Let's go. Let's see what happens. Regime Michael. Oh, here we are. You guys notice that? Here, let me turn off my we'll have the overlay off for this stream. Turn that off. You see this here? So this did not happen to me when we did the video, but you're supposed to have your creature that you've made up till that point right here, and that didn't happen. So I guess we're starting from scratch. Lemon? Is he yellow? He doesn't look yellow. Is he yellow? Is this yellow? I don't know if that's yellow. Off the screen, baby. Now that's a lemon, right? When Tytar gives you lemons. There we go. It was a lime, but now it's a lemon. I always hated how the legs... I just hate how the limbs look in this game. But it's still a fun game. Let's get weird. We're playing the prototype anyway. Let's get weird with it. I've always wanted massive forearms, so that's what I'm going to do. Not sure what part I want to do here. Do I not have eyes? I don't have a way to add eyes because there's a... Oh, the eyes is here. I'm just... Dude, it's like there's no way, man. Bro, I look like an idiot. The tab key does work. You can hold down tab, as you can see. And we'll get a little beard. There we go. And I'll probably add some more legs. And we'll make it where I skipped leg day, just like the upload. Thytar? Oh my gosh. Oh, hey, Trevor. We're playing the recently leaked Spore Prototype, dude. It leaked on the 1st of this year. I just did an upload about it. He's so thick forearms to hold his butt up. Give it big lips. Well, maybe we can do that too. It's probably the best I can do. Those are some big lips right there. This thing is ugly. That's okay. Live stream 2. There we are. That's a cute little genetic abomination. Oh, this is the clip that was different. Let's watch this. That's right, Rip. Hey, Spud, how are you doing? That dude's dead. I don't think that clip was in the official release. I know, the way they float. You can see in the eyes, too, that they got all kinds of glitches at this point. And I think the reason why they don't like stuff like this getting released is because if you think about it, this was 6 months before the game came out. And look at how much they had to get done still within that 6 months. This game, they said, was notorious, or like is known for its rush development. And I definitely can see how that was the case. So let's see what kind of glitches we get. We walk around. That is really interesting how they walk. Look at that. Whoa! They changed that. Do you guys see that? Hold on. This is really fascinating. So, we might have made a new discovery. When you walk in the, what's it called? In the release, the normal release. What the heck? This Spore. When you walk in Spore, I'm going to bring my camera back so you can see my face. There, I'm back. So, you do like leg, leg, leg. And then you're back to leg, leg, leg. Like it's like they do that. This is like actual animal where your front goes like this and your back comes up like a dog would do. That is not in the... Look at that. That is not in the official game. I can't believe they took that out. Nay Ninja's here as well. The duo is here. Yeah, why did they take out this animation? That doesn't make any sense. Look at this. That's actually very impressive. Why would they take that out? Yeah, it needs a little bit of work and refinement, but why would you take that out? Maybe they thought it would just be easier to animate the other way. Wow. You'll notice that they took stuff out. You're like, why would you take that out? Let's try singing this guy. Yeah, we've seen this part. Come on, sing, baby. Happy birthday to you, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you. This is a little glitchy. Yeah, that's true, Trevor. But this is, like I said, this is the prototype leak. And there's things that they took out. This walking animation, as far as I understand, maybe I'm wrong, that animation was not in the game from what I remember. Like, this walks much more like a real animal would. Whereas when you had all fours before, in the main game, it does left leg, right leg, left leg, right leg, you know. But this is working as like the front and the back work together. I don't believe this is in the final. As always, I could be wrong, but I do not believe this is in the final game. Is there a story to this game? You kind of make your own story. It's very open-ended. You evolve as your creature, and you evolve through the stages, essentially. You're focused on becoming like a space species that owns the galaxy, pretty much. Yeah, it does look really well done. And like I said, this could be in the game, but I remember when I did 4 legs, it didn't walk like that. Yeah, it's the story of life, pretty much. These are untexturized. I thought this was really interesting, too, when I went out to the ocean. I dare venture out into the open wilderness. The open waters. Just walking on the water. I was killed in battle. And there we are. We're back. Bro looks like he's eating dirt. The little ones are kind of cute. They get all big and ugly. All right. This is the stage that was going really, really slow. Oh. Oh, yeah, we're on the tentacle planet. Look at that thing. So, Trevor or others, do you guys remember if there was a tentacle-style planet? Because I think this is cut content. Look at those eyeballs. Ducklings? Let's see. Impress 1, Dubla 2, befriend. I want to find a plant to eat. Oh, I can eat this. Ooh. You don't remember. This is gaming history, though. Like what just got leaked. This is hardly covered on YouTube right now. Okay, we gotta find more parts and stuff. I gotta get rid of those ugly feet. Cannot jump. Was jumping a thing? I asked that in the upload too. No one's answered that part yet. I can't remember if jumping was a thing or if you have to get a certain part for that. I'll bring my gorgeous face back. Don't worry, people. I just want you to be able to see the gloriousness of Spore before you do. Yeah, maybe that's part of why they cut it, too. Oh, is he going to eat eyeballs? Got a glitch here. It's not doing anything. I agree, Ezzy. The other stages are, I describe them as missed potential. Holy crap. Okay. I'm going to run from that massive thing. He one-shot me. That's probably right, Trevor. But yeah, Hiji and Ezzy, you could tell that this stage was like what they built the concept of the game around, and probably Cell stage. Then they thought, well, where do you progress after this? Probably made those stages, and then just did bare minimum. Had this game had 1 more year in development, I think it would have been a masterpiece. It's close to one, but it's so bare bones. Tribal and Civilization stage are just a tedious chore. I know some people like them, but it's rough. It's rough to play. It's tedious and long and slow. Whereas these ones are like fun. You're like making your creature and exploring. Come on, let's socialize. I do have some new parts though, so maybe I can like upgrade my creature. Yeah, I got a new part out of that. Time to do the mating call. One thing I also found interesting is like these objects glow a lot more. Over there. space stage was really cool. It's very unfinished in this build, which shows you in 6 months' time, they weren't even close to release. That's why the game feels so unfinished. They, like, cleaned up the bugs as much as possible, and EA is probably breathing down their neck like, you must release this product! That's probably what happened. Oh, my nest is back there. Ah, the movement's so glitchy. Come on. Come on. You can make it, old Teeter. Here it is. Oh, my love. You're so beautiful. Let's go. Time to dim the lights, I suppose. It just lays eggs? Yeah, they changed the... Oh, dude, that's so crazy. So, historically, when you do that, it allows you to evolve at that point. But it's just laying eggs. For more for your nest, I guess. I'm going to see what the dev cheat says about entering the editor. I'm reading right now. Can't remember all of them. Control-Alt-E. Let's try that. Oh, I forgot. That one doesn't work. What the heck? Why'd they die? I killed my people! No! That's so bad. I'm so sorry. Seriously, though, how do you evolve? Look how slow this DNA growth is. Do I have to get that much before I can do anything? Let's see. My mating call killed him. It's too much. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to try biting this creature. And also, that was another thing. I wouldn't be able to bite with this type of a body part in the final release. The game is a lot slower. Meaning, like, just the cooldowns are not quite right. It's less engaging. They definitely cleaned a lot of this up. Yeah, look how slow this stage is. How slow that progression is. Definitely prototype. Suck the life out of him. Yes. Yeah, that's the thing about the space stage, Ezzy. It's like those stages are super, super amazing in their concept, but then you play them and it's like a very tight, small loop. Which tells you, especially with the release of this, that they were not close to release yet. And they spent the remaining 6 months getting the bare minimum finished and resolving the glitches that they could, which you can't blame them for. And that was it. They couldn't add anything else. Can you imagine playing this entire stage all the way through with this type of pacing? They definitely updated that, because look at this. Look at how little I've earned in this amount of time. Just grinding it out. Is this ugly, hideous creature. Yes, EG. That is correct. I'm going to see. Respawn after dead. Transition to tribe. Social grenade. What is a social grenade? Control-Alt-Y? It'll go over here. Try Control-Alt-Y. Oh! It's a happiness grenade. It's like a squirrel thing. I'm trying to find a way, like the reason why I'm going quiet, I'm trying to find a way to have us go to our creature builder faster, because this is taking a long, long time. Yeah, we'd be here all day is for sure, because like, this is slow. And that's a balancing thing. That means that their math wasn't quite right on how much they reward you for doing stuff. Because I'm getting parts and stuff, but I can't do anything with it. It says I could alert nearby predators, but that's not true. Because that functionality is not built yet. My love. Maybe I have to sing? Would that do it? Or is it just going to lay eggs? Where are you going? You shy? Is it my smile? Come here. Dude. My gosh. We might... Okay, Control C. Free camera on or off. Some of these dev cheats don't actually even work. I'm trying to enter the editor. When I do Control Alt E, I just walk sideways. It's a strafe. They also had... This was really interesting too. I had this in the upload. Can like go into the point of view. Hello, how you doing? Yeah, cha-cha, real smooth. It's true, Rip. I don't know what they planned on using this for besides just like role-playing purposes. Just like, yes, I'm walking around. It's very fascinating. Yes, Purple. This is a shocking discovery for sure. Yeah, not just Spore in 2026, but the Spore Prototype was leaked just a few days ago. So it is clear they did not balance this correctly, at least at this stage. Because there's no way I can enter the editor, I don't think. Maybe I can pause the game. Exit game, main menu, more options. Okay, I have an idea. We're not going to save. We experienced it. And that's when we'll do the creature creator. So here's what I'm going to do. Hey, Mr. Q. I'm going to pause my game. Back to work I go. Adios all. I hope you had a good lunch, my friend. It was good to see you again. It's time for me to go potty. Don't know how else to say it. And then we'll get to the creature creator, and I'll more than likely bring my dumb little face back. How does that sound? All right. Yeah, Mr. W's here. That's right. Trevor's great. We love Trevor. Okay, I'll be right back. Enjoy this blob for about a minute and a half. All right, we're back, people. Is the music playing for you guys? Full lemon, 15 hours loop. Yeah, that live stream would get millions of views. And every part is unlocked, too, for this build. Where's my dumb face? Oh, there it is. He's back, y'all. He's back. Yeah, I think something weird's going on with the music. Maybe I turn on my music after all. That's what I'm going to do, folks. I wanted you guys to hear the Spore music, but it's being annoying. Hold on. Maybe my volume's just too low in general. Okay. Simple but sandy. Good to see you. Yeah, we have a pretty relaxed day today. Most of my audience is Sims viewers, so they don't like Spore as much. But people are interested in the title. It's made by the same people. But I really had to play this because this is part of gaming history right here. It leaked a few days ago. We got to play it. So I did this too. Let's try to go really crazy with it. See if there's like any new bounds. Or bounds lack thereof. Okay. And like I was saying before, I believe that this build of the game, or at least their what they worked on the most, had to have been the cell and the creature stage as a proof of concept because it's the most fleshed out. I mean, look at all this stuff. And then the rest of the game just feels like this rushed mess, you know? Get some dragon eyes going on. Make me a dragon. He's purple, right? We got to keep him purple. It's got to be Spyro. What would be a dragon mouth, though? This, maybe? It's Spyro the Dragon in Spore Prototype. Look at that. Like a toucan? He's looking like a toucan? Are there wings in this? Yeah, there are wings. Let's see what we can do here. Nice. I think the colors are all wrong in this build. Look at that, it's Spyro, I think. We're going to go back to build mode. Quit jumping around, you freak. We'll get the feet going. Some weird stuff going on. I don't think there's anything that we could really put on the tail. Maybe a gem? If you guys know Spyro at all. We got Spyro. Looking terrible. Look Look at that little walk he does, though. Now that's an elegant walk. Look at the thing. You're such a baddie. Looks like a Pokemon. Forgot which one. That's an elegant Spyro. He's got class. Why does Spyro have a zit on his tail? Oh, I can't keep it now. I'm sorry. Can't do it. He's upset about it. Just can't do it. Not after that. Sorry, I just can't do it. There we go. I like it. Spyro. We're going to hit save. And let's hop into a new file here and we'll do the next stage up. Do you guys want me to take a small pause and do redeems, or do we want to just go ahead and keep going? I'm fine with whatever. I want to try some of these other planets that I don't recognize. Is that tentacle one was weird. Scallops, maybe? Jaquise. Yes, I will understand. The greater chat will understand that. A little bit less than a week, probably. Maybe about 4 or 5 days. Hello, everybody. We're playing the Spore Prototype, leaked just a few days ago. This is a build of the game meant for developers only. Never before... Hit my tongue! Never before seen by the public. So what you're seeing is footage of a build that, frankly, is very rare on YouTube. There's a few others covering it, but this is never before seen. Stick around. No one's really saying anything in the chat, so they're probably just vibing and chilling. And got all of these here. Here are some of their creations that they had. Maxis made. It's going to be a bummer if we can't use Spyro. Also, this Whoopsies was really fascinating. They changed the final design of Whoopsies. You can see that in the upload. Uploaded this morning. Make new? I don't want to make a new one. None of them are ready for it, unfortunately. Well, looks like we're going to have to use a different one. That's okay, though. Let's find the weirdest looking one. That one looks kind of like Spyro. They called this one Goon? What? You can't call it Goon. You just can't do it. Yeah, some of the UI did change. Some of the UI changed. There's actually features they completely removed that we've seen. And you're like, why did you remove that? This one's named Pleased to Meet Ya. All is one word. Op. I mean, some of these creations they're just having fun with. Galaxy Kate was like absolutely cooking. You'll see in the upload, Galaxy Kate was going crazy. Yeah, we're playing Spore. It's the prototype build. This coverage is some of the first coverage on YouTube. I'm so grateful to the leaker that leaked this build of the game. It's a developer build before the official game came out. So we're seeing stuff that's never been seen before on YouTube. Look at this loading screen. This was the most interesting part to me, is seeing this right here. The leaker that leaked, I don't know who leaked it. But when you go in a tribal stage, I don't recall choosing a color. I also don't recall choosing a building type. Yeah, EA doesn't even realize they'd still be making so much money on Spore and probably even onto Spore 2 had they give them another year of development. Can you imagine one more year of development on this game? I don't recall choosing a color. I also don't recall choosing a building type. Okay. I remember I had to skip a lot of this too because this was also insanely slow. The chat. So if you've seen the upload, you've seen this before, but what I'm going to do is show you how big the planet is because I think, I haven't confirmed this, I think they shrunk the planet sizes down for the official release because they're like, I don't think we need this much planet. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was this big before, but watch this. I'm going to go quiet. We're going to watch this. Look at how much planet there is. You see how much planet that is? And now we're back. Does that seem bigger because... What game is this? Yeah, it's like they made it so big, but there's not much to do in there. And I don't think it's because of like modern EA-isms, because modern EA doesn't put stuff in there because it costs money. I think that they were pressed for time, and then EA was demanding a release. This is definitely Fortnite, yes. You guys are looking at the first iteration of Fortnite. Totally not sarcastic there. Social stance. Why are they dancing like that? Why are they standing like that? That can't be part of the official release. You see that? You do social, they're like, ta-da! And you do combat, they do this. They're like ready to fight. Civ stage actually looks smaller. It actually looks smaller in the Civ stage, if I remember right. But that seems like a wicked big planet. And if it was feature rich, I'd be all about it. I would love a planet that was that size. And maybe that's what their intention was. So let's use some of these developer codes. That's Civ. We're in Tribe. The Tribe Planner. I thought this was interesting too. Toggle free will. Free will is on, but it didn't really do anything. And you can toggle the grid, which I found interesting. You see you got this grid information now. Found that to be really fascinating. Add food. Adding a bunch of food. There they are. Yes, Mr. Q. So another tribe arrives at the 100 food threshold. Then we'll add some totems. There really wasn't much to do in this stage. It was pretty primitive. It was primitive in the final release. It's extra primitive here. You can create like different types of troops and invade. You can receive gifts. I cut that from the upload. It was just super janky. We can now sustain 7 members. I also found this interesting. I don't know if it was in the final release. But your buildings seem to progress, and the fire itself seems to progress. Like it changes. I think that's true, Madeline. I think that's very true. If they can't integrate it the whole way, they have to cut the whole feature. We're gonna add some more totems, and then we'll start building the tribe a little bit. That's in the final release? Okay. I appreciate that. I also noticed the colors were a bit weird. Like, see that? The level of detail is, like, not quite what it needs to be yet. See that? Hybrid Chieftain camera. Even their developer codes aren't working properly. So this one was also interesting. We can't attack yet. Let's do the planner first. Where is that at? Control-Alt-E. So we can do fishing spears. I'm adding a bunch of food so we don't have to grind this out, because this stage, I cut a lot of content out in the upload. It was very grindy, just like the creature stage was. I don't think they had their balancing right yet. The thresholds took forever to hit. We did not try didgeridoos in the upload, so let's try that. Or the maracas. I tried throwing spears, so we'll do a spiked club. And my game crashed. But look at this menu real quick. You see this? We're going to be dealing with more crashes as the game goes on, but look at this menu. I'll get my dumb face out of there. I thought that was so interesting. They always have this whenever the game crashes, or it's like sitting underneath. So we have save, we've got publish, Maya export, ZPR export, paint theme export, user data, Spyro. So Spyro's there, the user data is there. Change editor. You can't click any of this, by the way. Yes, Hiji. Change editor, cell, tribe accessories, hut, military land. They have all these different things there. Let me pull up the waiting screen, because with the game crashing like this, I don't know how that's going to affect the stream. All right, let's see. Dealing with some issues, people. I think we're back. Are we back? It was doing this. It was crashing, but the game was staying up. It was very interesting. Mayo export. Got the blue screen of death, yes. King Bling. I can't zoom out at all. That's a way to zoom out. All these stats work too. But like I said in the upload, you can't hear the creature sounds in this build. At least for this part of the builder. Can't see nothing. Can't see nothing. Can't see nothing. Oh, I can add to this part? Never mind. Thought I could, but I can't. There we are. Always wear eye protection. Yes. Ooh, camera's freaking out right now. I can't go this way. Dang, look at us. Were colors in the final game with, like, when you played your tribe? Because I don't think your tribe had colors. Gotcha. I like this. officer guy in the chat, guy or gal. I don't know who you are, but I appreciate you. Let's not get clubs. Let's go get the didgeridoos. Because I didn't test that. Because I know colors were in the game for the other tribes. I just don't think they were in the game for the base tribe. It looks like a monument designed by a 9-year-old. Well, whoop-de-frickin-do! Let's find another tribe. Where are you? The map is a little off. I'm looking at the map to scroll, and I'm not where the minimap suggests. That's okay, though. Gonna do the musical notes. We're gonna impress this chieftain over here. Yeah, this tribe stage was in the main game, but from what I recall, the colors only existed on the opposing tribes, not on your own. Trying to think of what else. It was better balanced, too, in the final release, which is not surprising. So I'm seeing if the music is working right now. This is not finished. So I'm left-clicking and right-clicking. Nothing's happening. I'm doing social. There's no option. They start to dance a little bit, but nothing happens. So this is not complete. Playing music. Combat. Can I attack with a didgeridoo? So I can attack with the didgeridoo. I can beat the crap out of him with a didgeridoo. Granted, I am biting and stuff. Oh. I don't know what just happened. What is happening right now? My population has fallen below 2. You will need to restart and try again. That's new, right? Is that new? So I have to restart. I'm bringing my face back. I'm bringing it back. That's in the final thing. Okay. I try not to get too excited in case I don't recognize something. We're just going to add a bunch of totems now. But that is interesting. The music function doesn't work yet. We're going to go to the civilization stage. We still have civilization in space. Do they all live in that one tent? Yes. They all cuddle up close to each other and live in there. Deleted? It says deleted down here. Can I keep adding totems? I'm going to remove my face again. So when I press the T key, Officer DPD, do you recognize this? Because I don't. Press the T key and that's what happens. He's gone again. He gone. He gone, man. Spore guide. I think this is a very early version of the history feature. Gotcha. I can bring my face back. Sorry. I think it's time to advance. That sound. Sounds like my ex-girlfriend. Was that a mating call? I make that sound too, says Lee. You might have typed that before I said what I said. Why do they sound like that? I don't know. So, does it say officer or officent? I think it says officer. Oh, savage. If y'all like Spore and want a YouTuber who knows a lot about Spore, I gotta recommend Kingly Valence. He does Spore speedruns and challenges, and he did a live stream on this. Really? I'll have to check out that content after this, because like I said, there's hardly anybody covering this right now. I'll have to look. So, yeah. Those are the sounds my ex-girlfriend used to make on a normal Wednesday afternoon. I hate that woman. So, officer. Look, Ossifer, I have a question for you. You're my go-to source for this. Please tell me you're still here. First of all, I think all of this is in the final release. But one thing that I found interesting in the official upload was this. I don't think you can scale this big in the final release. Hold on. It goes out of the frame of the camera, but if you work it the right way, go like this. And if you don't do it too late, you can actually go outside of the bounds of the camera. So let me try this real quick. I notice that has to do with the base. If it's too big. So they have some soft restrictions in this build. But if you go like this, extend all the way, extend this all the way. See that? Gotcha. Thank you for that. You were Vogish Throne, weren't you? Just making sure. Because I don't think this is part of the final release. I don't think you're supposed to be able to do this. If I go too big, the top will disappear. There it goes. I'm going to see if I can add a roof, maybe. Or if I can't go that tall. You were? Okay. I'm just making sure I know who I'm talking to, because I think we talked about that once. Can I go any taller? I don't think so. That's a bug that I don't believe they ever fixed in the final build. You can probably still do it. It just might be trickier. Gotcha. So they probably just like made it harder to accomplish, but then they're like, it's going to take too much code and work to pull that off. Dummy. I can't help but think the missed potential of this game. If you gave this game one more year, what could they have done? The next thing somebody needs to do is release the source code and let the fans finish the game. Let them do what EA wouldn't. Come on now. EA, I have an idea for you. After this happens, I'll tell you. EA, if you're watching. We talked about waffles? This is my species right here. My least favorite stage in the final build and this one. EA will be listening very closely to this. I don't think they'll be listening closely, but they might actually listen because they're probably not thrilled that this got leaked. I don't know for sure. EA, I have a genius idea for you. You ready? I'm going to go over here with less music. Make an announcement. Say, Spore fans, Spore 2's not coming. Everyone goes, aww. However, you can pay us $20. This is EA we're talking about. You can pay us $60. 60. And we will release the source code to you. Each and every one of you. You'll have access to all the files, all the code. Have fun making Spore 2. Make it open source. The fans would go crazy, and it would become a masterpiece, and you'd be making $60 a pop anytime somebody buys the open source version of the game that gets released. Somehow link it to your garbage launcher app, EA app, whatever. Like, if it was up to me, I'd make it open source for people to play, but EA is EA, so they're gonna be like, no, you can't do that. That seems too much fun. They give us too much good reputation. We can't have that. So, if you're listening to this, charge $60. Be evil about it. You're already evil. Just accept it. I say it all the time. You're already evil. Go ahead and charge them $60 for the code, and then claim it was copyright stolen after the fact. You're like, oh no, how could they have done this? Copyright claim it, take it, release Spore 2. Done. You don't have to do any development. Yeah, everyone would hate you, but they already do. Who cares? Its own separate game, really? I didn't know they did a Q&A with Will Wright. That's awesome. That's really, really cool. Day 1 DLC incoming, yes. Like, EA, you know you're evil. You know you don't like good quality products. You know this. That's okay. Embrace it. There's a way you can make stupid amounts of money and still be exploitative and evil. You can do it. Instead of holding it hostage and be like, well, now we don't want to do anything with it. Just do it. You can make money right now. Do it. Just do it. These are freaking crazy, dude. I didn't notice anything special about this build, by the way. It just seemed like kind of the same. There's always a chance it was different. Maybe some of the parts are different. Yeah, it's a remarkable ability to be like EA, where I'm reading the chat, to be that greedy but also that dumb. I'm like, greedy people typically are smart. Typically. Which is why I find it so shocking when they're like, I'm greedy. They're like, okay, can you be smart about your greed? They're like, no, that's not part of the plan. And I'm like, why not though? Like, at least it would help us in the process, you dummy. It would help you more and help us. It's ridiculous. What is this beat? I think it's part of the final release, but maybe I'm incorrect. Tell me if this is too loud, the music. But this is the game's music. Yes, did Lee cook with this? Wouldn't be surprised if Lee made it. Lee makes amazing stuff. I recognize it though. Maybe I don't. Oh, wow. That's really interesting. So you're saying that Will Wright, in his genius ways, wanted to do what he's wanted to do with his other games, where it's like you have one game, you transfer the file over. Yeah, you'd have 5 different games. I wonder if he's upset with EA. Maybe he doesn't care anymore. I don't know. I would love to have an opportunity to talk with him. Like, pick his brain and be like, hey, you're a genius. I'm sorry that EA is not. How do you feel about what Spore ended up being? Because it was close to a masterpiece, my friend. And I don't blame you at all. The siren seems to be working. Not really sure what's happening here. Tiny Pillow, stop it. That's delicious. I want some crunchy peanut butter in my life. So this stage was a massive disappointment in the final release. Let's see real quick, like this. Let's see if the planet is as big as it was in the tribal stage, because I don't think it was. Go like this. You can go back and rewind to compare. That's still pretty big. It's definitely smaller. Definitely smaller. But it's still quite large. Yeah, it's still a good game. I will agree with that. It's just these 2 stages, tribal and city, are so underdeveloped, it hurts. I remember doing the Spore series, and it was one of my favorite series to do to this day. And I remember how much of a drag tribal and city stage were to play. Like, I actually did not enjoy playing them. Editing them was a big chore as well, because I was just like, oh, I just want this upload to be done. There's just not enough there. Space Stage was incredible, though. It needs more depth, but Space Stage was great. I'm going to check and see what cheats we have, because there really wasn't much to this stage. Toggle City AI? What does that mean? Control-Alt-C? Free camera on? What is happening right now? I can't move. Ironically, turning the free camera on disables the camera movement, which is strange. Control-Alt-G. All right. Yeah, if you've seen the final stage of this game, if you've seen the final release of this game, you've seen the civilization stage of this. There's really not much to explore. Maybe if I was to get like really picky about it and just go exploring and like really explore every inch, nook and cranny of this stage, you could probably find some stuff. But it's mostly with the buildings being kind of unfinished, highlighting weird, different music. We could look at maybe the music thing. Ruler mode? What is ruler mode? That doesn't change anything. Upgrade tech level. That was strange. Let's see if we can get the music going. Doesn't sound all that different. Yeah, lit party in the upper cube, for real. Civ is actually my favorite because of all the creativity it lets you have with the vehicle and building editors. My biggest gripe is that the RTS elements don't carry over to space. You know what? I can respect that stance. The reason why I got tired of it was because I was so excited for the RTS side of things. I do like that you can design so many different parts. That part is cool because you can like really go crazy with like theming and stuff like that. I wish that the RTS was more. I wish when I saw the spice was the only resource, I was like, I like the spice route. You can go a spice route, but I'm like, let's get some lumber. Let's get some ore mining. Let's get some food. Let's get some of this or that. And I think it would have multiplied the quality of this game and this stage by 100 probably. Like, give me 3 or 4 different resources, like, instead of just the one. The combat and stuff was cool. I liked doing the big hologram thing as well. Am I seeing that right? Hold on. Was this in the final build? Look at the map down here. You guys see how the line is moving? Was that in the final build? Like, what part is daytime, what part is nighttime? Did upgrading tech level change something? That seems like a feature that's not in the final build. Let's explore that more then. Click to upgrade your tech level. I press it. Okay. I think all that was doing, officer, was Ossifer. That was just basically making me conquer cities without having to conquer cities. I think that's a debug thing. I started crashing like crazy at this point in the game. So let's see what happens. Instead of building my own ship, which we did in the upload. Actually, I don't think we did, but you guys already know. I want to look at the previously built ones. I can't get the God mode to turn off now, which is annoying. I guess I can't choose one because I don't see it anywhere. Yeah, I don't have an option. I'm not sure what these are. Are those in the final release? I have too many parts. I'm not sure. Yeah, I do agree with that. It looks pretty similar to these. Did those parts look the same though? Because I don't recognize those parts. And this is where there was a bunch of incomplete text messages. Ah, gotcha. Now, have you seen this play all the way through, officer? What is that? Sphere. I don't recognize the sphere at all. There was a lot of jank in this stage. Like, it was definitely not done. Gotcha. Gotcha. An evil anvil flying around. Dude, look at that thing. Holy crap. Oh, he's attacking the little guys. Also, I found it interesting that you could so easily get out of the camera frame in this build, too. Like this. It's a cool planet. Can I zoom out anymore? You need to fly through any 7 spheres that appear over the city. Use WASD. I have to fly through them? I think you probably did see the spice color being white. Game crash. Game crash. Ah. Dang. That is crazy. Let's get it launched again. I was crashing like crazy during the upload. Oh, you have to do the tutorial? Okay. Look at this intro, too. How crazy would it be if you could connect to the servers for this? They're like, this server's been inactive since 2008. What the heck? Out of nowhere it goes active. Someone finds a way to connect to it. Sir, this server has had 0 people online. We forgot to disconnect it. All of a sudden, there's hundreds of players. Yeah, it was an awesome intro. Oh, interesting. The white spice thing? Spore beta. Fan-made private servers. That's the thing. You got to make a private server for the prototype build of this game. Yes. It'll create a cult-like following. There's Spyro. You can play as Spyro now. Yeah, some of these are so interesting. Look at this. Got Galaxy Kate making this skating one. Like the park, someone's sitting at the park. This is a city hall. It's so like interesting. And I have a bed for a spaceship. CJ Plays! Happy New Year, my friend. We have a really interesting stream today and upload. Have you played Spore before, my friend? I know you play Sims 3. I know. Ah, we crashed again. Ignore. Look at that loading screen, though. So, like, the fact they were 6 months away from release. Can you imagine the panic you probably felt? My gosh. You guys need to check out CJ Plays after this. You have to. Yeah, so this is the prototype build that got leaked a few days ago. So you're witnessing history, my friend. This is one of the few channels that's covered it so far. It's like definitely a devlog demo build. It was not supposed to go to the public. So here's my bed. This is not a mod. This is the game. Alright, I already know how to command my ship. Get my spaceship ready for space travel. It doesn't have that, like, in Space Stage it had, like, this city where you'd walk around as your creature. That wasn't here at all. And a lot of the features weren't here, so I'm going to zoom out. The way it traveled, too, was also really interesting to me. Oh, yeah, it makes you do this, like, little side quest first. Go to Thels. I had to go to Thels last time, too. Send a text. You discovered a spaceship wreck. Then I have to scan it. Look how empty this planet is. Look at this. This game is not done. It only came out a few days ago. It's pretty crazy. Alright, let's see. We're going to scan. The text is not even finished here. Zoom out. Fly to Haras in star system something Bella. So this is kind of how the space stage starts. Use the star map filters in the lower right hand corner to see your travel trail. When you're zoomed in, it does not look that great. You can zoom out. And what was that cheat? There's a cheat that I pressed on accident when we did the upload. Control Alt O. I'm going to see if it was that one. Oh, it was that one. Control Alt U. Look at that travel distance. You can explore all of that. But CJ, how have you been? I meant to pop into your stream. Was it yesterday? I was busy getting this upload out, though. I was like, I can't have fun right now. I got to edit. No fun allowed. I'm trying to click a star to fly to it. The travel is different, too. You see that? So in the final release, you just kind of fly over there. But then you do this like warp thing to get there. Which, for a gameplay, from a gameplay perspective, the final release version is better. But from like a thematic and like keeping things grounded in space travel, you would need to warp like this. It would take too long. Good, I've been sick, but I'm getting better. Literally me right now. How have you been? Well, quite frankly, happy the holidays are over. They weren't bad. They just were busy. I'm just happy that they're over. I could finally like get back to the grind. I'm super sore too. I started working out again. But I'm doing really well. Had some rough days here and there, but nothing like worth complaining or griping about though. Hopefully you start feeling better soon. We're getting a radio signal. A blue star. You felt that? Yeah. It happens to the best of us. Oh! A trading empire? What the heck? This is so not finished. We're like next to the lava. Wait, that's our other boat that we made. That's our other ship. The Blue Empire. Why are they so low? They're hitting rocks. They're hitting rocks. Input purpose of visit. That's so crazy for me to see. Stuff that's so not finished yet. I love this stuff. I get giddy. Can we talk diplomacy? So, diplomacy is all it says. Please accept our gift. Sounds good. How much? 5,000? Not in use. You have run out of money. Return to your world to collect additional funds. There's so much stuff here. I wouldn't be sleeping in that bed right now. That's a scary planet. I have another question. I'm bored. You got something for me to do? This is asking for a quest. Someone in the Department of Records apparently filed the survey of... Huh? Using the wrong 26-digit number, and now we can't find the data. Would you be willing to do a quick survey for us? And then 3 asterisks is my response. Yeah, that didn't work. That's so crazy. It didn't work. I mean, what do you expect? It's not done. It's just crazy. I love stuff like this. It's so humbling and such an honor to be able to experience this. I know it might sound dumb, but I love stuff like this. It's like you get an inside look to development of very famous pieces of entertainment, gaming culture. Exavity? I'm not sure if I recognize your name. Isn't Maxis dead or something? They might be, as a company. Well, I think they're still in effect. Just working for EA. So they're just circling the lava planet, I guess. Is this another lava planet? Doesn't look too pleasant. Can I abduct anything? We didn't test that in the video. We only have a few minutes left. Yeah, it's neat to see stuff like this. I agree. That doesn't look finished at all. Is that ice? What's that sound? All right. We have fireworks, crop circles, AoE repair. We can color the planet something else. Did that do anything? I found it so interesting how long it took for it to color the planet when it, like, came from this high up. Oh, never mind. That did a firework. Those are not done. It said this one had life on it. Where's the life? Let's try abducting something here. Cloak. That's cloak. Wildlife Sanctuary designates a planet as a wildlife sanctuary, allowing you to place a variety of abducted creatures. Where is the abduct? There it is. So that does work. There's the species. There they are. Can they still drop to their death? They can! That's one of the first things they made. Officer, I wish you were joking, but you're not. It's so unfortunately true. Maxis as a company is trapped underneath EA, who everyone is upset with right now because the Saudis bought EA. I think it was EA. And so Maxis is just basically churning out really garbage DLCs for Sims 4 for a community that's upset with them for something they didn't have control over. It's such an unfortunate fate for Maxis, I swear. I actually empathize with the people stuck at Maxis right now, because they probably don't like the acquisition either. Community doesn't care though. It's like they don't have the power to say no to that. Imagine looking up, seeing a flying bed, and then getting abducted, terrifying. Yeah. Get thrown under the giant covers. You're like, oh! Yeah, because, like, think about it. Most game developers and game designers are deeply passionate. Deeply. And it's got to be one of the hardest trades to be in and to actually make it successfully in. And so you go and get a job so you get that security, you can pay your bills and live out your dream. And you get a stable job at Maxis. You're like, man, I've always wanted to work on The Sims. And then EA turns you into this. And then suddenly your dream is now a nightmare. It's really unfortunate. Is there a C stage in this? There was not a C stage, but I've heard about that and I wished that that was there. There is no C stage in this build. Maybe there will be another leak in the future. We can only hope. I'm going towards the center because there's no Gork Empire, whatever they call it. We're about to wrap up the stream in the next, like, 2 to 5 minutes. This was fun to explore with you guys, though. Go, Tytar, go. Come on. I tried exploring these anomalies in the video, and there's nothing there. No, Hiji, because I think what they're referring to, that other user, is there was an actual cut C stage. That's probably what they're referring to. This was interesting, too, is G-Rob awareness O-meter just moved up to so not scared. It's like they just had this pop-up here. You're falling asleep seeing that bed. How close are we? We're getting kind of close. It's over there. This crashed the game last time I went here. But it was a hard crash, like back to desktop. I wonder if all these anomalies were there as intentional or if it was just testing them. I don't know, because like I said, I've actually gone to them. It's cut content from my upload from this morning. But it's just, as you can see, there's not anything there to click on or explore. It's just a visual, like, sprite or something that flips with the camera. But there are, like, anomalies in the final build. So maybe those are just placeholders for now. They're just like, let's just do visual until we get the final thing built. Like, we'll get closer to this one. If there's nothing there. You can even try this one. What is this one? Why are there question marks? Do you see the G-Rob around here? Be careful of those guys. Is that what the Gork Empire is? What on earth is that? Why did it get so small? Now it's big? Dude. Is anyone else seeing that? I'm trying to drop stuff down. Oh. Oh, we gotta terraform it first. Yeah. Can you imagine making a swimming creature with the physics and stuff of a custom animal the way that this system is? That would be insanely difficult to make. I heard it was supposed to be in the game and it was like part of the alpha, and then yeah, they were going to do like an expansion. So fascinating, this build. We're getting chased. So like they have like the idea there that the closer you get to the center of the universe, you're going to get hunted down by that evil empire. But they definitely weren't there yet. The galactic core we can get to right now. Now, I never got to the galactic core originally. Are you able to do this in the final build? Because I don't think you are. And if you do, you have to like be very, very invested in this game. Are we ready to crash the game? Yeah, I crashed when I went into this. Get sucked into the black hole. Are we ready? Let's go. I went quiet. I was like, let's go quiet and everything. I'm just going to add to it. I'm still here. I just... the screen went black. I'm like, hold it. I know you want to say something. Shut up. I was like, let's just be quiet. Oh, man. I crashed with the game too. I have quit the stream like that before. That would have been funny. But I feel like some people would have thought it actually crashed the stream, and I don't want them to think that for this stream. This was so fun to explore, guys. We saw a few new things that we didn't see in the video, which was cool. Not Rockstar time. It's time to feel it 80s style. Unless we want to do Rockstar. But yes, everybody. If you're new here, we're about to do some 80s. This happens at the end of every stream. Thank you all so much for being here today. This was fun to explore history in the making. I pray and hope that whoever got their hands on this file, I mean, I'm not endorsing, I want to say illegal activities because like I don't think it's legal what this leaker did. But at the same time, I'm like, why would you hold these very valuable, amazing pieces of history, these old builds in a vault just to collect dust? I just think it's wrong. Yeah, I'll see you later, CJ Plays. Thank you, Jam, for today. Thank you all so much. It's time to jam out. No pun intended.
Or was it?
Let's feel it, y'all. What a good day. Thanks for being here, CJ. I'll have to reach out to you, my friend. We got a collab or something. I'm serious. Oh, CJ's doing the W's too? Let's get W's for CJ.
You feel it growing the tree. Wanna feel yourself. Oh no, don't go, don't go. I need to feel it. You're not gonna flow away from me.
What I said is
The day I left, will take it all away. I know I don't have it now, but it's not that far. Especially if you just
that fun.
big and small. Let me feel
Man, what an incredible day. 2026 off to a great start. I love all of you so much. Keep your chins up. Remember to smile. Remember to be happy.
No matter what they say what they want. At the end of the day, don't look away for a new today. At the end of the day, don't look away. Stay around for a while. That fun will make me smile. Let me feel it for a new today.
Oh yeah, and shout out too to Hiji for becoming a mod. We're going to be taking off, but I just want to say this is our first time having, was it 5 mods now? My goodness. I know Hiji wasn't an official YouTube mod today, probably because I forgot to enable it. But still, welcome Hiji. You played the 12D chess. You got what you want. Oh, you're a mod. Never mind. Never freaking mind. We love you, Hiji. Thank you, MH. Jaquise is the GOAT, which is why it's already enabled. Bye, Femka. I'll see you later. Bye, Jaquise. Bye, Hiji. Bye, Madeline, where the heck you are. Bye, Lee. See y'all next time.